Alright, so good morning everyone, welcome back to ChippysCouch. Today we return for a little more thorium, and we start today's episode with a mission, and that mission is to obtain the new set of bongos. Now listen, this is like episode 26 of a big saga, and let's say you haven't watched the previous 25 episodes. You may be a little bit confused. What are you talking about, bongos? Well, listen in, alright? There was, once upon a time, a fabled weapon called the bongos. It was very good. And listen, we have an opportunity here to get the next generation of bongos. How does that work? Do they just tape more bongos to the bongos? Is that what's happening here? Does Donkey Kong wield them himself? I don't really know. And that's why it's a mission. One that's very, very important. It's not important at all, and I'll be real with you. I edited yesterday's episode, the events episode, and I was bored out of my mind, right? I don't know how... Listen, I don't know how people watch an episode like that. That's really bad to say, because I'm the one making the episodes. But I wanted to bin that episode and just be like, nah, no episode, let's skip over it. Event episodes are boring, and I'm writing that down. It's inscribed into the couch right now. We've got a seamstress. Is that the person that sews? We've got a professional sewer. They're sewing it in right now. Event episodes are very boring, and if I am enthusiastic about these event episodes, well then you can call me a Terraria unenthusiast, okay? And that's fine. So here's the thing. We're going to do one pumpkin moon. Just the one. That's about as much as I'm putting into the Bongo Saga, and then the Bongo Saga will be done with. Why will it be done? Well, I have a feeling we're gonna get it. Let me make a medallion if I haven't already. I had not. So I kept going to the dungeon to go get ectoplasm, and I also needed to kill more mechs to get hollow bars. Well, there's an NPC that sorts that right out for you, so I'm very grateful. Slice of cake, everybody. Breakfast of champions. Okay. Right, as I said yesterday, jump cuts galore. We're going to do this once. We're going to do it right. We're going to get that thing, the bongos, and it's going to be glorious. And if we get them, everyone, you need to take this channel to 1 million subscribers. That's right. You know, it's an easy task. Get it done. So today's episode and maybe following episodes this week might actually end up being a little bit shorter. It's because I've got another project that I've got to work on for the main channel, and it's time sensitive. Another branded thing, but it's a fun one, and they're kind of being a little creative with it. But it's taking a little bit more time to do than normal, which is fine. So I've got to be working on that for the rest of the day, which is good. I'm really excited. I'm enjoying doing little side projects every once in a while. It's refreshing. So yeah, I'll be a little distracted this week if I'm being honest. Also, one thing I want to make sure I remember today, because I've been meaning to talk about it for like 3 days, is the weapon that we were meant to make from the mechanical bosses, which wasn't actually recommended by Caleb, I don't think. I think I wrongly attributed that to Caleb. I think it was recommended by McScumbag, alright? The famous ChippyGaming livestream moderator. They have been requesting a weapon for days, and I completely forget every day. It's called something like the Zuppet, like a Muppet, but with a Z. That's what I think it is. Cannot remember, but we're going to find out. But for Caleb, though, it's a compromise. You know, you've got to drop down this death. All right, so we've got our first pumpkin. Jump cuts very much today. What did we get? So it looks like from that one, we got nothing. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you were guaranteed a drop. Unless I'm mistaken and it's somewhere. I don't think it is. Nothing. Wow. Terraria be brutal today. So we've got less than 5 seconds to kill this pumpkin. 2. Come on. Inspiration regen. Inspiration. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, that's actually such a shame. So, yeah. The Bongo Saga is over. Were we successful? No. Listen, it is what it is. The first one just didn't give me a drop, unless it fell directly down here, which I'm now mega curious about. I'm gonna find out. No, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Did it fall down that pile. Because it died around there, and I swear I didn't see anything. What? Oh, the NPCs are all dead. That's great. Oh, gosh. I was really, really hoping we would get it, but, you know. No, wait. I killed 3, and I only got 2 relics. So the items definitely went somewhere. Did they fall to the bottom? Let's find out. Let's see. No. Oh my gosh, I was actually convinced then that that's where they would be. So I don't know what happened to them. I genuinely don't know where it went. I killed it around here. All right. Well, anyway, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is the Forgotten one. Yeah, so this is a Thorium modded boss. It's all very exciting. And this is the one we were talking about yesterday. You do in the aquatic depths. So for this one, instead of relying on... We did get the Snacker Lantern. That's kind of cool. Instead of relying on modded weapons and items, etc., that give you, like, aquatic abilities, we're just going to use Flipper and Gills potions. My reason behind this is simple. I think they'll just be just as effective. I mean, maybe the aquatic abilities are better. I mean, probably so, right? You'd imagine so. That's probably why they hype them up so much. But we'll see. So, I think the next thing we're going to do is... Oh, that's a light pet. Forgive me, right? As my brain melted, I was like, but where's my Chester pet? Because I have this. Let's grab some hunter potions, because I think the key to this is killing a certain kind of fish. So, oh, that's a little bit quick. Let's head over here then. So just like I mentioned yesterday, what we're going to do is we're just going to blow up the spaces between some of the water caves. And I think that in itself will probably just give us a good enough arena. You lot let me know, though, that it's hard. It's a difficult fight. Some of you denied this, though, and responded to those and said, well, I think it's an easy fight. So we're going to find out where you are on this scale, you know? We're going to put your abilities to the test by looking at my abilities. I did not want to take that one. Tell you what, I'll take an Inferno. I was meant to take a Shine Potion and a Night Owl and see what we get from that. But I have not. Okay, so where's the best area? I reckon this is probably the best area to start. So we'll start slowly blowing up these bricks. Do they take explosive damage? That's the question. Oh, they do. Okay, this is great. This is already a good start. Yeah, this cave's massive. Oh, yeah, we're doing it here. This one looks good. And then we'll blow up this area between these two. I should probably be a little bit more alert with this. So I can't remember what the weird fish looks like. And I think in the past, and as always, I could be just confusing mods, because I do that often. I think if I remember right, I just lingered in here. I like didn't really do much else. If I remember right, they look like little black piranhas. I think that's what they are. So should we blow up this area here? This fight, if I'm remembering right, it's kind of like what I always wanted out of Plantera, in the sense of a fight where you can just blow up some caves and have fun scooting the fight around the map rather than staying in a singular place. Now, I may have got this fight wrong, and that's not the case at all, but we shall soon find out. So the week so far has been very good. I did watch The Last of Us Episode 4. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying that show. Saw some people say the episode was a little bit of filler. I think it's the filler that was needed because, and this is my big concern I've had with The Last of Us TV show, is if you don't like the character of Ellie, then the story is not going to get any better. So we needed an episode where we actually got to see the actress's performance of Ellie. And I feel like now she's killing it. Whereas I wasn't mad on it before. It's not a problem, like. She just didn't have a lot of screen time. And she's a main character, you know? So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. You know, this is the main point of the channel. I'm actually now a TV reviewer. You're welcome, okay? Let me get rid of this. So I think this is probably about it. So I guess now all I'm going to do is try and stay as high health as possible And actually, no, I want to blow this area up here, just in case. I'm going to try stay as high health as possible and just kill as many of these things as possible and wait for it to pop in. Because once again, I can't remember what it is we're even looking for. And here we go. Yep, it's as simple as that. But will the fight itself be simple? Let's find out. Okay. So I can maybe already see where the aquatic ability comes in. And I guess it's your speed underwater. Maybe that's it. I really struggled to see this fight. It's a bit too blue. I'm not going to let that kill me, though. You know, we're gonna keep this going. Next fight, though, I'm going to definitely... I don't know what I'm going to do, actually. Okay. Okay. It's like a machine gun. So I think the next thing that we do is we make this arena bigger. I think that's really going to help. Right, let's wait for our regen to regen. Our inspiration. So maybe we'll bring a statue down here as well. So, as always, I'm trying to just get... I really can't focus my eyes. It's like making me go a bit like cross-eyed a little bit. Okay. Let's get everything in. So we're just swapping as much as possible, basically. And we are circling the fight. We're trying to get as much of everything as possible. So we got a heal in. That's good. So I think a big one to remember is that we can really boost our damage. Let's go back this way. The inspiration regen is still so bad. Okay. Yeah, we're going to make this bigger because once it goes into that, like, machine gun frenzy, it would be kind of sick to be able to just go over the fight like this rather than try go back on it. And if we had a bigger arena, that would be easier. Frippy's body was mangled by the Abyssal Strike. Yeah, let's make this area much larger. And I want Shine and Night Owl. And I'm also going to shut the curtains. There we go. It's just too dark. Literally couldn't see. So actually, one thing we're going to do before we start jumping into refights and like taking it super seriously is I'm going to go back to the jungle and hopefully some more life fruit has grown in, because to be honest, like I could be doing better with it. I'm not like overly reliant on it, which is, you know, it's a good thing, okay? But if we are doing boss fights and such, I really should just have like the best stuff available. I feel like in terms of weapons though, we're actually there. Like I feel like my combination of weapons is really good. Like I've got a good bunch of weapons that all deal fairly good damage, but synergize well. You know, I've got a weapon that gives extra damage, a weapon that gives extra defense, one that like helps with regen, I think. I've got one that's like high damage. You know, I've just got loads. It's good. Look at this. They're all really good. So I'm happy with that. Right. So I am like one away from being full. Like we're gonna write that off and say job well done, because I think I've found every one that's grown in right now. I mean, I'm sure there's others. Like I'm sure there are. But do I have the time to go get them? No. All right. Like I say, I got other things to do today, and I want to do boss fights. So let me grab a wrench then. So I'm going to go back to the abyss, and we are going to extend the arena, and it's going to be glorious. Yeah, it's going to be real nice. Mainly it's just about like increasing the ceiling, because I really want to make sure I have space to go fully 360 around the boss, because not taking damage during that like machine gun phase is going to be important, because it was taking like 120 something off our health. If we can avoid that, because like that one turn, I got hit going back like the other way, and then I got hit going back the other way again. So yeah, it wasn't good. Let me grab my flippers and my gills. So I'm just going to go sort this all out, and then I'll bring it back when we have a boss fight coming in. This is a cool boss, though, to have spawn in. I quite like the idea that you just linger around enough, you kill enough weird fish, and you're good to go. And here we go. Here is round number 2. So we need to make sure that we are switching between weapons. Just like before, I do find it kind of hard to see, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm actually not. So we've got a much larger arena now. So my goal is, let's try, if we can, keep it nice and central, so that we are you know, getting the benefits when we swap to that other attack. We're swapping weapons constantly. We're making it work. Now, the way I see things, the main thing that's like in the way of this boss fight for us really is the fact it has quite a lot of health. So other than that, I think it's going to be a pretty solid fight. I think it's just going to be a case of circling around when appropriate. I'm sure it's going to have some extra attacks, but now we have this large arena. I really do believe. No. Okay, be careful. Be careful. We can't get caught. To be honest, I'm going to be real with you. I got caught then because I was looking at my hotbar more than I was the actual fight. And we don't want to be doing that. We want to make sure that we are looking actually at the fight. Let's try bring it over a little bit more. I just really want to tactically place it for this part, because this is going to make all the difference. Make sure that we got all our buffs. We're good to go. Gosh, it really does have so much health, though. This is going to be a very long, drawn-out fight, I imagine. Unless the defense starts to drop later on. Which I could totally imagine, because as you can see, it's kind of like shedding its shell. So I imagine eventually it might drop it completely. Who knows? And it'll be nothing more than a little fish. That's the final part of the fight, actually. I remember it now. It turns into a tiny fish. Ah, yes. No, yes. This is it. Peak Terraria boss performance right here. Okay, make sure that we're doing all of this stuff. And we're getting our damage in. This is something, to be real, something I would like to jump cut. I shall not. I shall keep it going. Just because it is one of the final modded boss fights we are going to be doing. I don't know how many Thorium has left. I know that obviously there's a post-Moonlord one. I think this one might actually be it, though. Because you think around this point in the game, you're gearing up for the Lunatic Cultists. Okay, so we do have to be careful, because it does have a new attack where it seems to be bouncing things off the ceiling. And as we're going in a circle, we have to be prepared for that. There's also this thing where it's, you know, it's just moving stuff around. Why am I slow? Oh, I ran out of flippers. Don't worry about it. We're going to be fine. So let's just keep dealing damage, you know, keep working our way through it. It hits hard. It does hit hard. This is one of those fights where it hits so hard that you realize you could probably risk losing the fight, but when it's this drawn out, you really don't want to, you know? Okay, so gotta let that regen. Gotta make sure we're getting a bit of this, a bit of that. Get a little bit of extra thing. Oh, look at it. It's turning into a fish. Turning into a little piranha. Look, I said, right? Okay, keeps going. This is... It's not too bad, is it? I'm actually proud of us. Let's not drown. Let's make sure we got gills. A little bit of the horn. A little bit of the Vuvuzela, you know? Kicking it old school. Okay. Right. Now I just want to focus on getting my damage in. And it's done! Yeah, that's right. Most importantly, what did we get? New relic. Yes. We got the new relic. Right, let's head back home. I don't think that's a fight I'm going to refight, to be completely honest with you. A bit too long for me. First off, relic time. I know. You can stop cheering. I can hear it from here. Wow, you lot are very loud. We did it. It's done. I have a little bit of adrenaline from that, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I don't usually, but you know, I was kind of feeling that one. Open it up. Bam. What do we get? We got the healer set. It looks very cool. I think I might use this in a thumbnail, maybe at some point. Just looks ace. We're gonna dump that in there though. So I kind of look like looking how we look. So let's see then. The Unreal Trench Spitter range weapon. It is a gun. The Abyssal Shell can be worn in vanity slots. Pressing the Encase key will place you in an impenetrable shell. While encased, you can't use items or health potions. Life regen is heavily reduced and damage is nearly nullified. Yeah, I don't care for that. It sounds like no benefits. Let's dump it away. So that's it. It's done. What is next? That is literally it. Like, that's the final one before the Primordials. So now we have the question of, do we go through Empress Alike Duke Fishron, or do we just go straight to the Moonlord? I think, personally, I would like to do Duke Fishron. Now, I'm not going to draw this out for anyone, to be completely honest. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just talk it through. I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to go to the steampunker who lives in this house over here. I'm going to buy some asphalt, set up an arena. I'm going to go get some truffle worms, and we're going to give this a go. Now, I don't have Master Ninja gear, and it's also a fight I'm not very good at. So we shall see how it goes. I can't imagine it will go very, very well straight away. But I feel like I've come this far, I don't want to start skipping things. And Duke Fishron is actually fun. So the asphalt is done, and now the next thing we're going to do is create a little platform, I guess, around here, so that we have an area to reset. Now, Martian Madness, I hate it. so if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. There might be something barred from it, though, to completely be real with you. But we're at this point, and it's a weird point. It is. We're at the point where you can have these optional challenges, and the optional challenges will guarantee to probably make the end game easier for you. But if you can do the end game without the upgrades, do you need them? It's a weird one. Like, for example, if we do this Duke Fishron, what I'm hoping to get is some Fishron wings. Because Fishron wings would be a little bit nicer than what we've currently got. And then we could use that to do the Empress of Light. From the Empress of Light, we could get the Soaring Insignia or a Rainbow Cursor, which just makes the game 10 times better, as we all agree. So there is benefits to all of it, you know? Now, as well, we could probably bring our Bard statue back. But I don't know if I'm going to bother. Tell you what I'll do. I'll finally speak to the merchant man, wherever he may be. Because he is the man of the merchant we see. And I will buy a bug net. Because it's evaded me for a long time. I desperately need a bug net so we can get these truffle worms. And then we should be able to have lots of attempts. Where's my merchant? Where? Oh, he's right there. I'm stood right next to him. How long have you been here, Edwin? I apologize. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. I'm going to buy some invisibility potions to make this even easier. But the thing is, I've passed up on so many truffle worms. It's actually mad. I have. Because where was I finding them? Here was like the hot spot for them. Also, I do need to fix the part of the corruption before it spreads to the base. I do have some solution though, so we can always make it hallowed. Ah, okay. This was the weapon, the Zun Pit. It's made with hallowed charm though. It glitters with comforting power. You also need a light shard as well. Listen, do you know what? This one might be too much at this point. Where do you get the hallowed charms from, though? That's what I want to know. Hallowed charm. So it's made out of pixie dust and a soul of light. Now, do we have an NPC that sells the little things? You know, the little light shard. Because I feel like there is one. I'm going to take a battle potion. If I can find one really quick, we'll give this a go. Because I have got a hallowed desert. But then again, people are living in it. Are they going to spawn mummies? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I forgot my bug net. And I've already found a prismatic lacewing. Oh, this is terrible. Here's a light mummy, though. Will this one give me the light shard? No. Right, I'm coming back with my bug net. I can't believe that. As if it's taken me this long to buy one. The second I get him, I'm just like, I don't need that. Let's put that away. Alright, I'm a bad Terraria player today, not gonna lie. Hey, we got the light shard. Cool. Alright. So I am gonna knock another weapon off the list. I'm very happy about that. Got 5 seconds left for another prismatic lacewing. Anyone want to pop up? No? Evil Terraria. How could you? Right. So that's something for tomorrow anyway. I'm excited for the Empress of Light. I definitely want to do that. Because that is one of my favorite boss fights. Right, so, light shard. In it goes. We need to make the hallowed thingy-madoodle, which we should have enough of to just make. Do we not? What's it called? Hallowed charm. Why can't I make hallowed charm? Oh, I don't have the pixie dust. Right, well, I can buy that. So here it is, the Zun Pit. Let's try it out. I'm hoping it's really good. It looks like it'd be colourful. Let's see it. It's not what I was expecting, but I'm glad we tried it. Flat damage 3 and attack speed 2. So I don't really need it. Propels a mystical star at enemies that collects energy every hit. Collecting energy grants you symphonic damage and extra projectiles. At max energy, right-click to release a Nova. Wow, that's cool. I just got it too late, but I'm glad you recommended it. Thank you very much. Right, let's do a Duke Fishron for today. I know I said this one was going to be a shorter one, but it isn't. It's actually going to be a long episode, I can tell. But that's all right. I mean, it's, you know, when you're hooked, you're hooked. I can't help it, right? I'm going to wait for daytime, though, and then we'll give this a go. Right, so let's slap down some cake. Let's buff up. Let's zoom out a bit, and we'll give this a go. I haven't done Duke Fishron in a little while, so I don't think I'm going to be amazing. And I also don't think I'm going to be very good at swapping between all the different weapons. Now, I've tried, by the way, to minimize the amount of weapon swaps we actually have to do. So basically, I took a look at, like, what buffs they give, and I just tried to, like, you know, cut them down and be like, well, this one kind of already gives this one, so I don't really need this other one. You know, do stuff like that. Okay, I've done a terrible job of this because I needed to bring it up sooner. So I don't have Master Ninja Gear here, and that is going to make a bit of a difference. But I was hoping that the cake would kind of sort that out. Goblin, now is not the time. I do not need a goblin in my presence. Oh, get up here. Okay. So yeah, like I say, it's not the easiest swapping between weapons in dealing with Duke Fishron, especially when you're not very good at Duke Fishron. Oh, I forgot about the goblin. I wasn't even looking at him. Oh, goblin, please. I didn't need this. A little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I'm terrible. I mean, health-wise, we're doing all right. But, oh, God, the goblin. I forgot about him again. Oh, no. This goblin's mugged me off too much today. Oh, no. Come on now. It's the obligatory wyvern. Did you really have to, wyvern? Can you not? Vuvuzela. A little bit of this. So you know how our health was doing really good? Now it's not. To be honest, I need to keep focus a little better. Let's let them spawn those little tornadoes. Oh, it's going to spawn it there. That's fine. Okay, let's keep it going. We're trying to minimize time we need to spend near the tornadoes, basically. Okay, do we do a weapon swap? Yeah, let's give it a go. Bit of the Vuvuzela. Wish I didn't. Every time I swap weapons, I lack focus. That's what's going on here. Okay, I want to save my inspiration for the final part of the fight. No, I've messed this up. For the final part of the fight, really. So that when it is teleporting, which is always my worst bit. No. Okay, let's wait for it to regen. Come on. Regen faster, please. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know how I'm winging this. Usually I'm terrible. All right, we got a heal in at least. Okay, that way. Oh, my gosh. That is intense. That's so intense. We didn't get the wings. Oh, I'm going to give it one more go. I want the wings. Oh, okay. We lost that one. So maybe, to be fair, we could always maybe buy a Duke Fishron treasure bag. Now that it's done, though, it is out the way. So, yeah, hats off to us. Very proud. I don't know why I lost that second one, to be honest. I feel like I was doing all right. I think, to be honest, maybe my buffs ran out. Maybe I've got a little bit of copium. So, from that we gained the Fishron. Another sick weapon, really. But most importantly, we did get the relic. Yeah, that's right. Hallelujah. Let's actually speak to the NPC that sells treasure bags. So I want to see how much they are. Okay, it's 2.94 platinum. And we got the wings. All right, it was worth it. We can say hallelujah. Right, so tomorrow then, it will be Empress of Light. Maybe Empress of Light in the daytime. Not too sure. Probably, though. No, I don't know. And then this will be one episode. So I think it will be this. And then this, right? This will be a single day. And then the Primordials will be the final episode. So what are we on now? Are we on Wednesday? So I think the series will wrap on Friday. And wow. What a series it's been. Okay, see you all tomorrow, everyone. Thanks for watching. Long episode today. I appreciate the support. See you in the next one. Peace.